shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, big numbers.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break.
Go 58's the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check, 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 check.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Charlie.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
58, boys, 58.
Look at me. Go now.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Switch. Watch the safety creep.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
6-6, bullet high.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, Locke. It's completed to Caldwell. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Go. 18 gain. Ready?
They'll run. Anderson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
So they'll try again with Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Rodney Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You gonna take it? You got take. You got take right there.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Zimmerman. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Zimmerman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Team 6.
Block now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Lindsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Come on, set, 50, plant, X3, 218, chop.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
Great job,
On 3rd and long, it's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one into the hands of Burton. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Murray. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
7-7, our score after one.
Down. 60 or. Rock it.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Check three. Check.
Hey!
Lucky. 49, check 49. 58 to Mike, 58.
Go!
Bring your
Shoot!
On third down, here's Lindsey. Yeah, he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
Too big for you. Watch the edge. Big edge.
Now!
They're going with Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check 37.
Look, squeeze. Ready?
On third down, Lindsey. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. This complete to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. First down, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in...
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns. These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Here we go. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant. 79 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw, it's Murray. Looking deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Zimmerman. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On third down, Murray. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
So nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. Back. 25. Check 25. Yeah, Jay. Keep going, boys, moving. 56 to Mike. 56.
Murray now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he coughed it up. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So we're at halftime. halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. 65, 65, 61.
On second down, it's Zimmerman. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 37.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, exit.
At the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
Now.
On 2nd and 9. Locke. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Murray now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 9 on the carry there, but they'll be left still with a 3rd and long situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And able to find Kirk complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
6 guys. Hard. He's coming.
Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. It falls incomplete. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Check. Cross.
Go.
A give running right, Lindsey. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Another run by Lindsey. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play action. Now it's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cardinals.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Harris there on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 47-yard line.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Able to find Isabella. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On first down, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Lock now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood!
I'm coming.
Block now to throw. Got his man, it's Caldwell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, Didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
58 for Mike, 58.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Look at me. Go. Bang, bang. Go.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 1-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is locked. Hold in here, Caldwell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Alert flare.
Deep river.
On first down, it's Lindsey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.